Alright guys, welcome back for part 2 of this little TCG in real life thing we're doing to celebrate the announcement of Rayquaza EX and his return to the metagame. Well, not yet, but you know, it's coming. So this is just something I wanted to do to kind of be like, oh, I seen him first, and so that, you know, we don't get accused of net decking and stuff too much later on. But anyway. Not that this concept is too difficult to come up with. So if you didn't see the last video, you may want to go back and watch that. That detailed what's in the deck, and had a match with a pretty nice conclusion against the this deck, the Reshiboar EX deck. And we also determined last video that it's better to go with the kind of setup as you would see a normal game. So you guys are seeing it from the opponent's side. I'm opposite you, and I went in trying to fiddle with some stuff, and it looks like video quality actually turned out pretty well. And also, whenever I tried to flip it in Movie Maker, for whatever reason, Cam Studio can't flip stuff, but Movie Maker can. So go Movie Maker. It just didn't look good. So we're gonna go with the way it's what's be set up if this were a real game. So this deck is going to call Tails and not get it again. So we're going to be up again. Well, I guess let's shuffle again since I saw the bottom card. This deck is the Zoroark Beatdown deck, which it looks like it's actually going to be a legal deck for Worlds, because it looks like Dark Explorers is going to get here in time, which is nice. And also, lost my train of thought. Also Zoroark looks like it's going to be in the theme decks, so that's even sweeter. Looks like it's going to be a fairly cheap deck to build. So this deck starts off with no basic, and this deck starts off with no basic. So let's try that again. But yeah, it looks like the Beatdown Zoroark is going to be in a theme deck, which I guess makes sense since it's kind of the mascot of the set and it's a normal rare. So you know, maybe we'll get some Darkrai EX in the tins, and that should be a pretty cheap deck. Although in some test games I was doing last night, it was really not going off that well. But maybe its luck will change for these filmed videos today. And we are rolling, right? Yes. Okay. And I think you should be able to hear me fairly fine. I was a little bit concerned about it because the camcorder's a ways away, but it sounded pretty fine without having to turn my volume up too much, so hopefully that should work out just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll make sure we have everything within the navigational beacons. And no basic again for this deck. This deck gets Active Zekrom, which is probably the most desirable of the starters. It actually gets another Zekrom as well, which it will bench. Even though I don't think this deck doesn't have, the Zoroark deck doesn't have much donk capability at all. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wouldn't know that at the time. I wouldn't know what deck I was facing, so I'd probably bench the two Zekroms. And there we go. There's some Zorua. So now we may begin. Play some 6 prizes, and both of these are blue card sleeves, but they are. They're slightly different. These are a little bit more matte, I think. These are a little bit more glossy. And, yeah, hopefully this vid quality looks pretty good. So that deck won. So it will start. And we're going to turn stuff this way. Okay, there we go. Now we begin. So we do get a collector first turn, so we're definitely going to play that and pull out Sneasel, another Zorua, and Darkrai. That's usually the way I like to get this deck, is have a Darkrai out and have one more Zorua, then I have Sneasel. So that works for that. I'm just kind of going to clumsily shuffle since we're about to get stuff going on anyway. And I keep forgetting that I can have a little bit more room there than I think. Then we will attach Darkness and Ascension into... Actually, because of Zekrom, this deck's going to deviate from what it would normally do. Assuming it's in the deck. I do run one Foul Play Zoroark in this deck, and it would appear that the Foul Play Zoroark is prized, so that means we're going to have to settle for the second best of, although I guess it's not too bad. Well, yeah, it's not too bad, because copying Bolt Strike would get Zoroark killed. It's better to copy Blue Flare than to copy Bolt Strike. But anyway, so that gets him evolved, turn 1, boom, and now Mr. Zoroark is ready to go. And let's see what the not Eel deck, but let's see what this deck wants to do about it. We do get a Tynamo, and we could condemn the active Zekrom to die. I don't really have a lot in the hand to do right now, so I'm kind of thinking on that. I don't really have a lot of good options, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna hope that this deck doesn't draw into a catcher, because I know. Yep. See, there you go. We'll throw another Darkness Energy on there, and there's another Collector. So this time the Zoroark deck has gone off. Get out another Sneasel and get out another Zorua. That'll put me at three Zoros in play, and yeah, that should be all we need to do. Boom, beatdown for enough. All right, so we're bleeding fast. Can't send up Zekrom because he's going to die in one hit, and he's not going to have enough power to Bolt Strike immediately, so unfortunately Tynamo has to go. Put another Lightning, and stuff is not looking good. This looks like it's going to be over quick. That's what the Zoroark deck likes to do. So Tynamo goes up for the slaughter, and oh, there's the nasty plot that Zoroark. Go ahead and evolve into that one, and get another one ready to go. So to pretty much officially say this game is pretty much over. We'll go ahead and engineers adjustments to drop a DCE and draw 4, simply because it's possible to do so. And there's a Darkness Claw too, so Tynamo goes bye-bye. Zekrom comes up, and it's not looking too good. We will attach I guess a DCE, and Bolt Strike him for a KO, but that looks to be the end of that. So let's reshuffle again. So yeah, when this deck goes off, and it can easily go off, you talk about the 120 every turn, starting from turn 2 pretty consistently. Yeah, that can be it's quite vicious. Only thing is, it doesn't have. The only thing I don't like about it is that the damage is kind of capped at 120. Well, there's Darkness Claw, but it's kind of capped at 120. So you can't really one-hit KO EXs with it, which is a very valuable thing to be able to do. And I think, let's see, without weakness anyway, Magnezone and I think Rayquaza may be about the extent of guys who can feasibly do that. So, all right, so just some not too extensive shuffling, and let's try that again. I knew I wanted to do at least 2 in this video anyway. All right, Tails. So this time Eelektrik and Friends will go first. It reminds me of the TCG Game Boy, where your starter deck was so-and-so and Friends. Alright, we'll check here first. Alright, there we go. Thundurus, that's who we'd like to see. And Rayquaza on the bench, so that's considerably better start. As for over here, we've got, ooh, that's nasty. We have 3 Weevil. Sneasel and Zorua, though. So, not nearly as good a lead for the Zoroark deck this time. Put out some prizes. I keep having like enough room on this side and not enough room on this side, so I just need to scoot everything over. There we go. Everything scoot, 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 scoot over. And now the prizes are messy. Oh, and they're actually one short too. There we go. Alright, so this deck goes first. And let's see what we got going on. Hatch a Lightning to Thundurus, and we'll just charge. Sometimes I really wish that Thundurus could get, that he could get, on anybody, but anyway. So decent first turn for this deck. Alright, we get a Darkness Energy, which is cool. We're in a free retreat. Send, or will we? Yeah, I guess. Nah, actually we'll leave Sneasel up and flip these upside down, by the way. Hopefully I was remembering to do that last game. I'm actually not sure. Let's see. Here's a DCE. The whole having all the Weevils in the hand is kind of sort of really bad. Yeah, I think we'll hold off on the Sneasel for now. We'll hold off on doing that. I don't have an out to a lot of darkness types, which is important. This deck isn't exactly doing that great either, though. Let's see. We'll throw Eviolite on Thundurus, I guess, to maybe save him unless Darkness Claw is played. And then I think we'll go DCE on Thundurus. Much as I hate to do it, I'd rather save this Fire Energy for Rayquaza. So that means we'll Disaster Volt, and I think we'll drop the DCE actually. And my knee was sort of over my discard pile there. To off the Sneasel and pick up a prize. Whoops, there's some cards. Went flying. Alright, so Zoroark comes up now. And I actually top decks the Zoroark, which is kind of funny. But let's see what we want to do. Beatdown's not really going to do a ton. This may actually be one of the few times where Dark Rush it gets used, by the way. So I think we'll attach a Dark Energy. And if we're going to do that, then we may as well Ascension. So let's Ascension. And let's see if the Foul Play one's in here. And once again, it always gets prized. Seriously, not just in these games either. Like the Foul Plays gets prized so freaking much. But then again, I guess it's because one of the only one-of copy cards that I look for a lot, so that probably is why. So now it has 100 HP, and it can withstand Thundurus' assault. So we're going to attach a Rescue Energy to Thundurus in case it goes bye-bye. And look at that, we do have got a Tynamo from that prize to use with this Eelektrik that we've had. And that'll be another Disaster Volt to do 80. But let's see what we draw here, and it's a Collector. Okay, so that works. That's stuff turns on a dime, and here we go. So we get out a Sneasel. We're gonna definitely bench all these. A Sneasel, a Darkrai, and a. There's another one in the deck. Come on, there we go. Zorua. So yeah, Collector huge to the Zoroark deck. Once Collector goes bye-bye, Zoroark probably also goes bye-bye. So yeah, it's probably going to be good at Worlds, and then once Collector's gone, it's kind of going to be out of here. So unfortunately, well, actually, now that Darkrai, well, I'd like to evolve this one to Zoroark and choose a fresh one, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's hold on to. I really would rather use this DCE on the bench Zorua. But I can't evolve him yet. That's the problem. I can't evolve him yet. Let's see. That's not going to deal enough damage. The fact that this guy's almost dead makes me really not want to use him yet. So I think I'll actually hold off. I don't. I'll throw that on there. That's one of those tough plays where you're not sure what to do. But we'll do that and just pass. Because of Lightning Energy, it's going to get attached, and Eelektrik is also going to get powered up now, which means that Rayquaza is going to start getting these Lightning Energies that Thundurus is doing, kind of a roundabout way of the way Thundurus cycles energy. And Disaster Volt's going to take out this guy. So it looks like that was a decent play. This deck actually didn't have... Well, yeah, it actually didn't have... It had to, if it didn't top deck that Lightning, it wouldn't have been the correct play. But it was the correct play. So we're going to put up Sneasel in case of... I don't know why we're going to put up Sneasel. Look at that! So there you have it. Zoroark, retreat. We'll go ahead and evolve to Weevil to Claw Snag something. And I think we'll drop that Fire to say, no, 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 Mr. Rayquaza. And then Collector comes in. So we don't really need the Darkrai. Hey, how about I do the deck like this so you guys can see? Looking for basics, looking for basics. Come on, there we go. There's a Zorua, Sneasel, and another Zorua. There we go. Alright, so that will fill up the bench and put Zoroark into Beast Mode. Beast Mode. Took it a little bit longer this game, but it got back to it. And go ahead and throw a Darkness Claw on there too. With 2 Weevil. Actually, I probably should have went for another Sneasel. But anyway, so that's going to do Dark Rush for 120, canceling out Eviolite with Darkness Claw. So Thundurus goes down. And Rayquaza is suddenly pretty sad-faced right about now. Let's see what we have in here. Just Eviolite. Rayquaza is not going to be able to live many hits. So I think we're going to have to promote Eelektrik and sort of sacrifice him. We do get a Tynamo, and we do have a Pecom. So let's think about options we can do with that. Let's see. We could get out... Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and... Or will we Dynamotor yet? Trying to think if I might want to get out Zekrom EX. I'm pretty sure we're going to use Communication, though, regardless of what comes out. So there's Zekrom. Actually, no, maybe Cleffa. Yeah, we're going to get out Cleffa. I think we need a new hand. We need some serious drawingness of stuff. So, yeah, we'll see about doing that. And, so let's Dynamotor and get that. And much as I would love to get Cleffa up there, I can't get it up there this turn. So Electric's going to bite the dust. And there's a Dual Ball that's not needed. Evolve into that Weevil and trash one of the Junk Arms. I guess if I had been counting cards, I would have noticed that that was a Junk Arm. So there's another Zoroark that's already ready to go. And Eelektrik is going to get snarfed, and up comes Cleffa. So Rayquaza deck is once again not doing so hot. Because of that Claw Snag, though, I can no longer Junk Arm and get back Eviolite, which I might have wanted to get. So we'll throw down Tynamo, and then Eek. And pray that Sweet Sleeping Face activates, because we need as many turns as possible with being able to hand refresh and stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, come on, Sweet Sleepy Face. Yes, Cleffa stays asleep. Alright, so Darkness Energy, we're going to put that on this. We do pick up a Seeker, but I don't really think it's too well. It would prevent Eelektrik from coming into play. It would let Weevil do some stuff. So I think we're going to go ahead and play it. Seeker to pick up Weevil. We'll pick up Tynamo down here. Then throw Sneasel back down, just so we can Claw Snag next turn. And no catcher, so Cleffa's going to tank for a little bit longer. And it stays asleep, but whatever. Ooh, Fire Energy. There you go. That's what we needed. Throw down Tynamo. Throw down another Tynamo. And there's actually a third Tynamo. We're throwing down 3 Tynamos. How about that? Or Tynamo. Why do I keep saying Tynamo? It's supposed to rhyme with Dynamo, so Tynamo. Tynamo. And we also get a catcher, which is very nice. And we have ample Lightning Energy in the hand as well. So, however, we may need some free retreatiness to go on. So Cleffa's still asleep. Let's hope it stays asleep again. And it doesn't. So that was kind of bad. Although it's better than it waking up immediately. So here comes Weevil to Claw Snag and drop, I guess, the Catcher. Catcher and the Lightning. I guess the Catcher. Getting Catcher out of the way is always nice. And then Zoroark will eat a Cleffa for breakfast. We're going to put up, I guess we'll put up Tynamo? It's got a free, yeah, I guess so, because of the free retreat. Alright, ooh, there we go. That's what I needed, another Ray. I needed another Ray. So we're going to put, that down, and we're going to put, I guess we'll put a Lightning on that. Maybe? Yeah, I'll put another Lightning on that. And then we'll retreat for that. Retreat that and send up Ray to smack some Dragon Burst on Zoroark. And so now I need some eels back in play though. I got one eel in the discard. So we're gonna send up on this side. This side got a DCE for its prize, so I suppose we'll send up Weevil first though. In case we get Dark Patch, and we don't. I guess we'll Dual Ball, just to see if we can avoid wasting a Collector, and looks like that will work just fine. Don't need to, but we're going to get to. There's Darkrai and Sneasel. And I think isn't there another Weevil in the hand? I think there is. So, yeah, there is. So we'll throw down yet another Sneasel. Get Sneasel out of the way. Do we have it? No. Okay. We'll have to sort of blow a DCE. But, and that will let us do the beatdown for, actually for just 120. Just 120. Just 120. Alright, so here's Zekrom. But here's Level Ball, too. So it's going to let me get out... It's going to let me get out an Eel. I guess we'll evolve this one. And this is very, very, very risky business right now. Risky business. Let's see. I can do some damage with the active Ray for sure. I'm thinking on maybe Zekrom right now for some offense. Oh, and by the way, isn't that a special dark? I think so. Yeah, it's a special dark. So we need one more damage actually for 130. Let's see. I'd like to. I don't think I have a way to keep that fire around, which is one reason I'm thinking on running some additional silence. But I think I do want to do some damage this turn. We will be able to Dynamotor on somebody. Question is, who do we want to Dynamotor to? Do I want to try to get Zekrom going on, or... Yeah, I think I'll try to get Zekrom going on. So, we'll Dynamotor this turn. This is where Free Retreat Tynamo comes in very handy, by the way, when Sky Arrow is not out. So we'll go ahead and do what? I suppose just to avoid a Weevil being trolly, I'll plus power. And we'll do some Dragon Burst for 60. But not enough to kill. And we're about to take 2 prizes over here. And so this side has no hands, so no need to Claw Snag that. I need to quit clicking my mouth a lot. So that's going to knock out Rayquaza with beatdown. 2 prizes. And we're going to put up Tynamo. And we're on top deck mode now. We get Super Rod, which isn't horrifyingly horrible. We can use that to get back... Is that what we want to get back? Actually, we may want to get back maybe an Eel? Sure. We'll get back... Fire, Lightning, and an Eel. Shuffle those back in, and we'll also Dynamotor to get that on there. And now, who do we want to put up? Let's see. We're definitely going to retreat Tynamo, because only one prize is left. I think what we'll do, we'll put up Rayquaza, and if necessary, he can retreat with his energy that's already attached. That'll let me Dynamotor again on the next turn. So, here we go. This is being diciness. So we're gonna vault that Zoroark and put a DCE on him. And I do have Ocean Theory that I just drew, but I don't think we really need it. So there's going to be 130 on Rayquaza. See what we top deck. It's another Super Rod, just like last turn. Let's see, do we want to put anything else back in? Not really. Oh wait, do I even have a... Okay, I do. I was about to freak out like crap. I don't have any lightning, but I do. So we'll Dynamotor that. However, I think that's my last one. But Rayquaza or Zekrom can take one hit. So we're gonna have to retreat Rayquaza and bring him up, and we can now Glinting Claw for a knockout on there. And we only have 2 prizes left to take, so it's still anyone's game at this point. Let's see. We'll put up Weevil for the free retreatiness and see what we grab. At this point, Darkrai is going to be valuable to try to kill off this Tynamo. Or, let's see, the thing has... It's taken 130. So it's still got 40 HP left, though. So put a Darkness Energy here. Retreat, and I guess put up Zoroark. Let's see, perhaps a Pond, perhaps a... Okay, we'll Foul Play. Which attack do I want to use? I want to use Strong Volt. Discarding the 2 energy on him, which is actually enough to pay for it. And dishing out some massive damage to a couple of guys. Alright, we draw and get Sky Arrow and Junk Arm. That being the prize. Let's see if... so do we have any catchers in here? No. Like, catching out Darkrai and doing 180 is would be the best for the best option right about now. I'm also thinking about maybe adding some Max Potion in here, but I'm not sure. Just because I really don't like to discard my fires when I don't have to. Let's look at what Junk Arm can do. Super Rod we already have, plus power we don't need. This deck just I'm not drawing energies. I need energies in my hand. A switch would be fine too. None of which are in the discard pile, so that blows. Catcher's not really going to do anything. Level Ball would at least let Tynamo evolve, but it's not really going to be able to do too much. We may be about to do some crazy shenanigans here. Let's get yeah, this is about to be some nutsy shenanigans. Alright, we're gonna Junk Arm. We're gonna Junk Arm and discard these 2 to get back a Level Ball. Alright, we're gonna play Level Ball to get out a... Come on, I need to draw fire. To get out an Eel, which will let me safeguard that low HP Tynamo on the bench. From there, and here's where the shenanigans are going to start coming in. Well, let's see. Glinting Claw would be a 2-hit KO on Zekrom, or on Zoroark. Two guys with Z's. What I really want to do is get Rayquaza ready, capture up that Darkrai, and kill it. What I was thinking about doing is actually retreating Zekrom and putting up Tynamo. This Tynamo. Why? Because that Zoroark can't kill Tynamo in one hit, which is very nice. Unfortunately, it's also got a 1 retreat cost. So, which would mean I would need to get some Sky Arrow out. What is that? I forgot what that deck has, which is cool because that keeps it a little bit more real. But looking through their discard, they've already used 3 DCEs. So, let's see. I suppose I could. Well, yeah. So, okay. Whatever. As much as I want to do that crazy shenanigan with the Tynamo, if we don't get Sky Arrow, it's gonna be badness. So we're just gonna Glinting Claw for 50, I think. All right. So we draw, get a Darkness Claw, and let's see. This deck doesn't run Switch. Remember that. Let's see. We have some Pont. We have again, no need to Weevil. Let's see. We'll go ahead and throw. Well, Darkrai doesn't even need Darkness Claw at this point. I think what we'll do is just to kind of set up for later. We'll do that, and I suppose I may as well go ahead and Darkness Claw, and we will Oak's New Theory and try to get a. What I want to get is a Dark Patch, but I don't think it's going to. So it's not going to let us win quite this turn. Not quite. And no Dark Patch, but there is ample. Look at, oh, it's so stupid. Well, whatever. I kind of want to go ahead and attach that energy anyway. So we'll have to pass. But this deck is on top deck mode. Did I even? By the way, I'm gonna retroactively allow myself to Dynamotor for last turn. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna Dynamotor this turn. Never mind. Screw that. Here's Ultra Ball, which is useless to me. And here's where that little Tynamo thing is making me think on doing that. You know, maybe. This is even a lot of. There's no good winning option, so I'm trying to figure out what's the least percentage of losing options. This is from my discard pile. I don't know why I'm holding it in my hand. So we're putting that on Rayquaza. I'm thinking on retreating Zekrom, because if I kill Zoroark, Darkrai comes up and kills stuff. So that's not what we want. So we're actually going to retreat Zekrom, crazy as that is, and send up some Ray. We'll be able to Dynamotor one of those back onto Zekrom, though. And we're actually going to use Rayquaza's first attack, the Sky Howl. I think it's Ten no Hibiki? No. Ten no Sakebi, which is 10 can either be sky or heaven, and Sakebi reminds me of, I think that's used in Geki Ranger on Geki Violet's thing, and I think he says it as, or the TV Nahan subs say, resonate, howl the beast. It's Hibike, Kimono no Sakebi. So that's why I translated it as Sky Howl on here. And looky, we drop a catcher, but we get 2 energies off that. So sweet top decks and losing battles, unfortunately. Let's see, unfortunately also no Dark Patch. But what we will do is... Wait a minute. We have Basic Darkness in here, do we? Yes, we do. Okay, we have one basic darkness in here, so we're gonna see if this deck can win the game on this turn. We'll go ahead and play a plus power simply to play it, and then Juniper. And if one of these 7 cards is a dark patch, this deck will win. And I'd say that's a pretty high chance of happening. Did it happen, guys? Did it happen? Yep, it happened. Dark patch. Get back this basic darkness energy. With Darkrai's ability, if you don't know what it does, it lets you retreat for free any guy with a darkness energy attached. Darkrai comes up, we'll play another plus power. Why not? And then Night Spear will do with the Dark Claw on him, and 2 plus powers. It'll do 40 more, so it'll do more than enough to kill Rayquaza at that much HP. And unfortunately for the second game in a row, oh, there's another dark patch. This deck loses. So I love how I've introduced this deck, and then it's proceeded to get spanked 2 games in a row because mostly because this deck. Honestly, if this deck goes off properly, it's very slash your throat. But I've definitely had it. If you just don't get collectors or you don't get your basics out, it gets very much obliterated. Since really Zoroark is the only real attacker in the deck, it doesn't have a lot of variety. In this case, Darkrai was able to come in and be the. Actually, couldn't. Okay. I was gonna say if Weevil's Feint Attack could have done 40, then that was stupid. I should have played that differently. But it only does 30. Although that was. I don't know. I think I probably still could have. I never think of Weevil as an attacker, so that's why I do that. Let me see what time we're at now. Okay, we're almost at 40 minutes. Well, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go ahead and do one more game. And Zoroark deck got 2 games, so I guess we'll throw another game versus the Emboar deck. Hopefully, I'm making this deck look sucky, so no one wants to actually try it. And then I can dominate people with it, but I doubt it. I think I got out well, I got out double rays, but I didn't get out double fires. That's been one of the problems. So deck definitely needs some work and some cards adjusted and play tested, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. But anyway, and also just showing off this new way of recording this. So right there we go. So once again, this deck goes second. I don't know. Sometimes I like to say this deck goes last instead of goes second for some reason. Alright, so Emboar goes first. These, by the way, are totally not tournament legal sleeves. They're way too reflective. I can tell this card is a Reshiboar EX. I can tell this card is a Silent. This card is Next Destiny's Reshiram. So yeah, very much not legal card sleeves for tournaments. But this is not tournaments. So speaking of Reshiram, let's see which one I'm going to start with. This is actually a sweet opening hand. I guess, why is there a hair in this card? I guess we'll begin with Reshiboar EX. I'll just go ahead and flip them face up. Alright, and over here we get, actually not too bad. We get Zekrom and Rayquaza. So both decks with some pretty decent opening hands. Not too bad, not too bad. Not so bad, not so bad. Alright, and let's go. Whoops, let me put that the other way. It's easier for me to draw that way, even though the deck is technically upside down. So we're going to put fire to Reshiram, and we want to make sure to have lots of energies with Silent. Silent will give us mucho energies. I think this deck runs 4 Silent. 4 Silent. Love that supporter card. Love it, love it, love it. I'm definitely thinking about adding in a second one to this deck as well. Okay, and I think that's all for now. A lot of energies, not too much else going on, but hey, that's always good future outlook stuff. So let's see, we'll Sages. I don't know why I picked up the whole deck. Look at the top 5. I don't really like Sages, but in this deck it's fine. I definitely want to discard those. I'll discard my Super Rod too. I want to have Lost Remover hanging around. And we do have another Sages to use next turn. So here's the DCE, and we're probably going to want to get Ray with his Fire ASAP. So we'll Nut Rage. That's all I like to say for 10, because it's Nutrageous, that move is. Alright, draw. There's a Heavy Ball, which I don't really need to do right now. So we'll throw DCE on there to be able to Glinting Claw this turn, this turn, and do 50. Oh, there's some Eelektrik. So let's do another Sages. And I probably want that Juniper. What else do I want? Yeah, I want that Juniper. What else do I want? Well, we got 2 plus powers, Super Rod. I guess one of the plus powers. I don't really need the rest of them, so. I kind of hate to trash an Eel, but I think we are. So Lost Remover is going to get rid of that DCE. And then we'll put down Fire on Ray. And we may as well play the plus power to get it affected, because we're going to Juniper, because I need some outs to some Eels. That's what I need. We do get more. Okay, we get some Eviolites. That's not so bad. He may be a while setting up, especially since there's no Tepig in play to candy up. And we do get a Pecom, which I'm going to play because we pulled 2 Rayquazas. So we'll trade one of those for an Eel, baby Eel, for a Tynamo. We'll go with 30 HP Tynamo, or 40, that one. Yeah, the more I play these games, the more I'm appreciating 30 HP Tynamo. As I've said, you know, it's definitely a risk. I'd probably play 2 of each if I had one more of the 40 HP guy. But anyway, so there's Tynamo. We do have an Eel in the hand too, so he's going to come out next turn. We'll go ahead and do that. We want this Eviolite on. I'll probably save it and put it on Rayquaza. Sure, we'll save it and put it on Rayquaza. Okay, so let's Outrage for 70. So there's 60, and we'll bump that up by 1. Okay. It's not just Crazy Conan, it's Nutrageous. But another DCE is also Nutrageous. So let's see if this does 80 and picks up the KO. And it does. So Zekrom bites the dust. And that kind of makes this deck a little bit sad-faced. Really wanted to get some more energies on there, but as it is, Rayquaza is going to come up, and another Communication. So here's Eelektrik, but I think at this point I want another Ray down here. We'll throw him down there just so that I don't waste turns of Dynamotoring, and I think we're kind of going to do a split discard pile here. Everything that's not Lightning Energy and everything that is Lightning Energy. I don't know how permissible that is in tournaments or whatever, but you know, or maybe I'll just put them kind of on the side here. Anyway, just to make it easier to grab them, because for quick access. So Dynamotor that, and then the thing is how much HP left. More than 60, I'm pretty sure. Put Eviolite here, and attach that, and we'll Dragon Burst for 120, which pretty sure that's gonna kill it, right? Yeah, it's gonna kill it. Alright, so there's 2 prizes off the EX. Reshiram comes up. And this deck actually grabbed a Tepig with that prize and a Boar. So needs more rare candies though. Let's see. So we can Heavy Ball for... Heavy Ball gets out almost anything in the deck. Actually, let's Heavy Ball for a... Pigmate? Nah, I'd rather go ahead and have another Resh EX. to be honest. Since I can't evolve this turn, and therefore get out Emboar next turn, I'd rather go ahead and have a Reshi EX. I guess. Maybe? What else is in the hand? Well, actually, I think I think I'm gonna change my mind. I think I'd rather get Pignite, just because if nothing else, I have the so-called bad boar to do that. So let's get out Pignite instead. Well, I can't evolve him yet. Can't evolve him yet. He just came into play. But the thing about it is that Rayquaza is gonna have to discard 3 lightnings in order to do enough with Dragon Burst to one-shot Reshiram. So that's part of the decision there. And we'll go ahead and throw 1 fire on him so he can outrage next turn. And from there we'll pass. Get Cleffa, which is pretty okay, I guess. Also a Thundurus. At this point, it might be a good idea to start building up a Zekrom. So I think we're gonna Pecom out and trade in Thundurus for either a Zekrom or a Zekrom EX. I'll have to see. There's Zek EX. Here's Zekrom. See which one we want to do. Zekrom will be a little bit quicker, but Zekrom EX will get the one shot on Reshiram, so I'm thinking on him. So that brings him out. And I only have 1 eel out. I'd like to get another eel going. But we can't always get what we want, can we? So let's Dynamotor that. And, I'd like to Cleffa. I'd like to use Cleffa, but I don't want to discard my fire. So, heck, I guess we'll Sky Howl. As much as I said we'll never use it, oh, that sucks. We dropped the Sky Arrow in there that we're not going to be able to get back. Sky Arrow is kind of really important. So I'm also learning whether or not I should ever Sky Howl. Anyway, just did it there just because I had nothing else to do. So we'll attach energy here. We'll get Pignite going on. Thanks to Silent, we do have ample amounts of fire energy in the hand. And Outrage is not going to do anything due to Eviolite, so we'll just pass. There's some Eviolites, by the way, or some Eviolites that we can put on Zekrom. And really want new hand. Let me see how many fires I've got in the discard pile and how many super rods and stuff. Okay, I already have 2 super rods. I have 2 super rods, but no fires. So screw it. I think we're gonna go ahead and get Cleffa going. Go ahead and throw this Eviolite on. I almost tempted to throw it on Cleffa. That'd be funny. And then we'll eke in because I need some in-hand energies. So Silent or something would be nice to pick up with that. So there's that hand. We'll keep that a secret for now. Oh, there's Rare Candy. So we're gonna get out this Emboar here, and oh, I gotta check and see if Cleffa slept. Did it sleep? Yes, it did sleep. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw another energy on there, I suppose, and we'll pass. See if Cleffa wakes up, and it does. So perfect Cleffa tanking. And let's see what we get. We got. All right, perfect. We got we got Zekrom. We're gonna put an energy from the hand. We're gonna Dynamotor, and we actually have 2 Catcher, which is sweet. We're going to Catcher up. I could Catcher up to Emboar, or I could just kill the Reshiram. I think we're just gonna kill the Reshiram first. And okay, there's a Tynamo. Okay, 5 on the bench, good. So hopefully we can get another Eel next turn. If so, that's going to be really nice. Let's do Strong Bolt to Snarf the Reshiram in one go. And that deck actually got a Lightning Energy, so that's going to be really nice. It's going to be really nice. Boar comes up and has no other guys. That's not good. That's not good. Nothing else to do. Good Fandango, 2 things, but it's not going to help. And looks like that's going to cap the game. You guys want to know why? Because we can play Switch for, we'll put, I guess Cleffa or Tynamo. We'll put up Cleffa. I think, by the way, when you go to the bench, you're supposed to make your tools like that. But that will let me Dynamotor. And then Cleffa can retreat. And then we'll throw one more from the hand. And Strong Volt will knock out Embor and win by bench. So there we go. Finally, this deck got to win a game. Not the way it's supposed to win games. It's supposed to use Ray. But definitely this guy's going to be used in the deck I'm running at States. So I hope you enjoyed this almost hour-long follow-up to the to the previous video where we ranted and raved about Rayquaza EX. Another reason I really like Rayquaza EX, by the way, is he's very nice anti-Mewtwo. He at the end of the turn, he's only got 1 energy on him, so X-Ball he doesn't care about too much whatsoever. And he's also capable of one-shotting Mewtwo, which not too many guys can say. Theoretically, even if it has Heavy Light, you can discard 4. But that'll do it for this. Hope you enjoyed these TCG IRL videos. And I forgot to do one last video, but that's what this is the reward you guys get for sticking through the entire video. Today's question for our trivia contest is, you guessed it, Rayquaza. Our desired question that we want for this video, it has to do with, I'm trying to think exactly how it's going to be phrased. It has to do with I don't know. I'll put an annotation if I think it up, but it has to do with definitely has to do with some older metagame type stuff. I'll put up the hint on the annotation. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Later days.